I promise, okay, for today I will conduct a lecture on rational method. Alright, okay. Refer to this one. Rational method for urban design using MASMA. Okay. So we are using this guideline, Manual Saliran Mesra Alam Malaysia. So you can get this manual by this link, okay, by JPS or either DID lah, okay, right, JPS Malaysia. So right now our MESMA in second edition. So there are 20 chapters, consists of open drainage, okay, culvert, drainage pipe, seat trap, detention point, and many more. Okay, so previously in MESMA first edition there are 48 chapters. It's a lot more than this second edition, right? So before we design, so we have to um, have this scopes of works, okay? Site visit, you have to manage your site visit so that you may know the existing site condition, right? So what types of material, size of pipe, okay? Even and there is a slope at the site, okay? And there is a existing structure, okay? What is condition? And then how about the flood level, then to the nearest river, okay, for example. All right. So information to be used during site visit, you have to see this key plan, location plan, site plan, or even you have to propose, okay, what is your plan, okay, for this project. And then you have to know license with local authority meaning that, for example, for that site, either MBPJ or MBSA or some sort like ketua kampung, even though or any local authorities that involved for that project, right? Right. So and then you have to use all your information to design, to detail your design, okay, and then any design consideration that you will have to propose or you have to consider, okay, and then you have to prepare a drainage calculation and layout plan, also some sort of self detailing. Okay, so this one you are already knows this rational method equation in program diploma program. So this one QP is equal to CIA. All right. So this one we call as QP. All right. So that you have to design. Okay. This Q capacity meaning that you analyze. Okay. Your design lah, meaning that you are already prepare your paperwork, your calculation. So your Q peak flow capacity should be greater than your Q peak on the side. So that your meaning that you have a factor of safety in this peak flow rate. All right. Okay, and then this is clause insights of the MESMA. Okay, clause 1.2.1 peak discharge control stated that runoff quantity control requirement for any size of development or redevelopment project is post development peak flow of any ARI must be less or equal. Okay, this one. Okay, so your Q post must be less than or equal Q pre-development. Okay. Right. So on site, you are already know what is the environment on site. So that you have to know the river water quality or some sort like small stream of water quality. Though okay, all right. So water quality volume. So this is a criteria that you have to know. Okay, your primary outlet sizing and then secondary outlet spillway sizing. All right. So next. There are assumption that you have to consider, okay, follows and for this rational method. Okay, the peak flow occurs when the entire catchment is contributing to the flow. Okay, another one, we assume that your Q peak is occurs for your entire catchment area. Okay, and then another one is uniform. Okay, we consider it's uniform, and then rainfall intensity is uniform over time duration to the time concentration TC. So this rational method used for catchment area greater than it, not recommended for area that greater than 80 hectare. Okay, right. So ponding of stormwater in the catchment might affect peak discharge. Okay, and then the design and operations of large and more costly drainage facilities are to be undertaken. Okay, so large, yang which project that very large design not recommended for this rational method. All right, so this is the flow chart, okay, for rational method, okay. So first you have to select your ARI, annual recurrence interval, and then you have to divide your subcatchment into subcatchment, all right. So you have to calculate your overland flow time, and then if there is a gutter, pipe, or channel, so there is a formula involved for this time. Okay, how to find out you have to estimate the time concentration TC. And then you have to calculate for rainfall intensity I, okay, based on your ARI or IDF curve. And then you have to calculate C average, okay, runoff coefficients. Then calculate average runoff coefficient. Then you have to calculate your QP based on equation. After this, I will show you the equations of peak flow rate. Okay. All right. So this is table mention that what is your runoff coefficient. So referring to this one, for if the equations or your project is minor or major greater than 10 years ARI, so use this table. Okay, so there is a few land use here: residential, commercial, industrial, open spaces, right? So this one equation for use for hot and hard roughness, okay, and then this one meaning roughness. Right. So this one for normal graph for estimation of land flow time, T naught. All right. So referring to this one, there is length of overland. So meaning that if you are given length of overland, okay, you find out the surface slope and then you find out the time travel based on your land use. All right. So this one return period. Okay. So quantity design storm ARI. So referring to this one, so how much? For example, you have to build up a residential area. So if it's a major system, so you find out the 50 years punya ARI. And then you have to remember this equation. Intensity is equal to fitting constant times ARI times power of your fitting constant, okay, and then divide by storm duration in hours, and then your plus dengan fitting equation, power of any is fitting question. So this is, you can refer to table 2.B1, right? So this is table 2.B1, all right? So referring to this one are the fitting questions. For example, you have to find out for ladang kekayaan, so this is a fitting question that you have to consider. All right, so that one is flow velocity. Okay, so surface flow criteria. So if you have a overland flow velocity, flow width, street gutter, flow velocity, ponding depth. So this is a recommended limit that you have to follow. All right, so next, time of concentration. Okay, so referring to this formula, time concentration is equal to T naught plus T channel flow time. So TF, right? So meaning that from upstream, we call as T naught. Okay, so this one overland flow time, inlet time, and then this one is channel flow time. So typically, this formula used for small catchment, less than 50 kilometers square. Okay. All right. So referring to this flow chart, so there is a TC for gutter overland. Okay. So this is the formula. Okay. Overland flow, T naught. So there is a Horton harness roughness here. And then for curb gutter flow, all right. So given longitudinal slope. And then drain flow, TD, given travel time in the drain, right? Right. So this is equation, similar with this one. Okay, TC is equal to T naught plus TF. So TC equal to T naught plus T gutter, TC plus T naught plus TD, time traveled roadside swales or drain. Okay, right. So how to estimate the TC, right? TC is the concentration, okay, time for concentration. So meaning that you have to find out the one is which maximum, okay, value. So that example for this equation, all right. So you have catchment A, B, C, D, and E, right? So this one time inlet, and then this one time for channel, all right. So for example, okay, so the path flow from this one T naught, TF, TB, FBD to DE, okay, right. So moving downstream from A, B, D to E, okay, this one upstream, this one downstream. So we can see that your critical, concentration time is increases, meaning that 5 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6. Okay, so uh, total up is 19 minutes. Okay, right? So the concentration time is increases. Okay, the intensity is getting decreases, but the area is increases because it flows from A, B, D to E. So this area captured, and then your Q peak should be increases because of flow from uh, because of A increases. Okay, area increases. Okay, so the formula of QP is equal to CIA divided by 360. Right. Okay, so I want to show you the MASMA, okay, manual that you can find out from from Google. Okay, so MASMA, right? For example, you have MASMA second edition, right? So this one, right? So you can download it freely. Okay, referring to this one, right? So there are 20 chapters. Okay, so basically, the one that you are involved from diploma, this one. Okay, alright. Example, this equation. I want to show you the equation. Okay, this one, right? Overland flow, curb gutter, right? So you have to know the ARI. By getting this storm duration, then you can assume, okay, you can get what is the value of rainfall intensity. All right. And then this one, okay, this formula. Okay, you have to remember this formula. C average equal to CA divided by total A. So meaning that, for example, you have a residential, okay, and then greeny area. So both are different C, okay, and different A. So you have to calculate C times A divided by total A. Right? So this one, okay, C average equal CJ is runoff coefficient, area of segment, and total number of segment. You have to divide your segment different referring to your land use lah, types of land use. Okay, so the runoff coefficient so referring to this table. Okay, and then we have to know this equation I tadi. Right. Okay, that one. Okay. Right. So you may download it and then find out there is a few example inside of the MESMA manual, right? Mm, sorry. Okay, so next we go to the equation. Okay, simple equation, right? An urban area has an area of 85 kilometers squared, right? So this one area. And then the rainfall intensity, so this one I. Okay, this one area, right? And the maximum length of the travel measure, okay, this one L, length of river, right? And then the velocity and the inlet 30 minutes. Okay, right. So this one inlet, okay, this one time, right? So the land use of the area and the corresponding runoff coefficient C are given below, right? So given here area runoff, okay, so this one area, this one C. So usually I will propose to uh, extend this table, okay, so that you have to calculate C, sorry, C, C times dengan with A, times with A, right? Right, so first question need you to find, okay, estimate the average runoff coefficient and check whether the catchment will flood in the future. Second, peak flow for a rational method, and then C for time constraints of the alert of the urban land. So we go to question A. Okay, I extend the table. Okay, I find out the C times A. I got 30.3 and then total area 85. Then just divide. So I got the C average dimensionless, no units. And then question B need you to find peak flow of rational method. Then we use this equation, CIA divided by 360. Your I should be in millimeter per hour, your area should be in hectare, and then divide by 360. Then your unit in meter cube per second. This one conversion, okay, for conversion only, 360. Okay, so that I get Q peak equal to approximately 6 meter cube per second. And then this one time inlet given, all right, in question, this one time inlet. Okay, inlet time TI. Okay, right. Then we have to calculate concentration time. So TI inlet, then time travel nih. Time travel is length, how much the length of rivers, 6,000 meter divided by 4. So I got in second and then convert to minutes. So 30 plus 25, I got the concentration time of 55 minutes. Okay, next. All right. This one for design, okay. This calculation worksheet given, okay. For example, if refer to this calculation worksheet, there is a location, catchment area, flow time. So you got this critical time of concentration. And then rational method, CI area. Okay, so dapat you get this discharge. And then drain design, all right. So design how much the capacity, the velocity of drain, and then flow time. Also invert level. Okay, so before this, you have um, already knows, okay, how to get the Q peak using CIA or using unit hydrograph. Okay, right? So this is Q peak, okay, from your calculation. So that you have to design your channel or your drainage, okay, should be greater than your cubic. For example, this one cubic, right? This level is cubic. So your design should be greater than this cubic. So that is why Q capacity should be greater than cubic. Okay. Right, so this is, for example, plan layout for a proposed project. Okay, so this is project main entrance. Okay, proposed development. So there is an existing drain. Okay, 2 office, and then 3 terrace house. So we have to design the drain for this project. Okay, this example. Okay, example of drain. Right, the water, rainfall water from the roof, and then go inside to the culvert or the small drain besides of your house or your shops. Okay, so we want to calculate what is the size of this drain. Right. Okay, this is the plan view. Right. Area identification. So how much the area? 15 times 15. All right, for example, All right, so this example, how to use the calculation worksheet. Okay, for example, D1. Okay, this one, D1 area. Okay, so the length is 108 meter. Okay, length 108 meter. And then propose 5 years return period. And then you get the area, okay, on that area, okay. And then propose overland flow 5 minutes, and then drain time. So how to calculate the drain time? So 108, so referring to this one, 108, okay, 108 meter divided by, we are assume 2 meter per second, okay, the water will flow 2 meter per second, so divide by 2 meter per second times 60, so that you get 0.6, 0.9, right? Right, so 5 minutes plus 0.9, so you have time concentration 5.9. Right. So followed are for D2, D3, and D4. Right. So next, for rational method, okay, how to you get this 204 meter? So until this one, you get 5.6, 5.9. So how do you get 204? Right. So you have to know okay, this Alostar, okay, this coefficient, okay, rainfall coefficient. All right. So how do you get this one? This one you may refer to MASMA first edition. Okay. Right. Okay. You have to refer this one you will get this clause in MASMA first edition. So for design rainfall, chapter 13. Okay. So from rainfall, so you may read this one. All right, fitted coefficients for IDF curve for 35 urban centers. So find out for Alostar, this one, Alostar. Okay, conduct for 5, 10, and 20. Okay, so this is fitting equation. So by using a polynomial equation, okay, insert into polynomial IDF equation. Okay, this one. Okay, got this one. Okay, referring to this one. Okay, Alustar 5, 10, 20. Okay, so insert into this logarithm polynomial IDF formula. Okay, ln I equal to A plus B ln TC plus C ln TC power of 2 plus D ln TC power of 3, right? So then I get this I is to 0 for millimeter per hour. So that's why this one we got 204 millimeter per hour. And then assume runoff coefficient 0.91 that area, and then you calculate the discharge so that you get 0.04 meter cube per second. Okay, then we go to drain design. Okay, right. So this one manning roughness coefficient, manning coefficient. So use this one from table 14.2 and 0.011, right? Okay, so referring to this G12 only, right? So first gradient, we assume 1000, okay? So you got capacity 0.09 and then actual velocity 0.29. Okay, sorry, for example, okay, and then we assume this one first assumption, then we assume for gradient for 500, okay? So got your capacity 0.13 and then actual velocity 0.94. So how do you get 1.91 minutes? So it's from length 108 meter, and then divide by 0.94. So got in second, and then convert in minutes. So we got the flow time 1.91. Okay. All right. So this one, your eye get, okay, this one for graph for to get C, this one C value, okay, and then this one value of I. So for example, our I is 204, is greater than extrapolate from this, okay, is extend from this chart, okay, then we use approximately 204 only, okay. Okay, and then fill up this worksheet. Okay, example for rod level and invert level. So referring to G12, okay, the height is 0.6. Okay, you have your parameter, weighted parameter area, and then hydraulic radius. Okay, and then you calculate this one in inches, okay, inch. So we calculate this one, we get 0.45. Okay, this one 18 divided by 12 times 0.3048. Okay, so inch what fitting, so you get in meter, so this one in meter. Okay, this one 0.45 meter. Okay, plus h, so this one h, so this one we got an unknown 0.4 h. Okay, and then say for example, your road level is 34 meter, then how do you get your invert level? So invert level 34 minus 1.05. This one 1.05 meter. So you get the lowest upstream. This one upstream. Downstream we got the 32.95 meter. Okay. So H you try use this 0.6. Okay. So 0.4 plus you take your calculator. Okay, 0.45 plus 0.6, so you get 1 point. Okay, this one 0.6 plus, then you get this 1.05. So 34 road level minus, to get the invert level, 34 minus this one total depth. and you got 32.95. Okay, so this example, this one, the wrong one. Okay, so this one, you're referring to this one. Okay, so your input level 34. Okay, this one road level 34. And then you got inward level 32.95. Right? So to get the next inward level, okay, then you have to for example, you use this loop 500, so every 500 1 meter drop, so you get 31.95. So it's repeated, okay, until uh, last drainage. Then you got this value until the last one for F12, for example. Okay, you get inward level 31.75 meter. Right, so this is equation. Okay, so I want to get the final year question. Okay, so this final year question. So you have January 2024. Okay, so this is answer given. And then for July 2024, and then February 2025, and then also this July 2025. So I want you to answer this question, July 2025. Okay, submit this July 2025 for your attendance. All right. So if there is any question, then you can PM me. That's all for rational method. Okay. All right. So see you next in our next video. All right. Thank you very much.